Hello, plus one. A very good and refreshing morning to all of you. I hope you all are healthy at your homes. So, we have not been in interaction for the last 2-3 days as you were revising your previous work. So, welcome back again. This is your accounts class, and the book which we are following is T.S. Gariwal, Double Entry Bookkeeping. So we have to continue with our chapter Introduction to Accounting as you have started in the previous week also. Today's our topic is Profit and Loss Account. Before starting, let us learn the objective by which you will be able to understand the following things. First is, you'll be able to maintain systematic records of financial transactions, to ascertain the profitability of the business, to find the financial position of the business, to state the meaning and need of accounting, to discuss accounting as a source of information, to identify the internal and external users of accounting information, and you will also be able to describe the role of accounting. So these are the objectives you have to keep in your mind that we are doing the chapter for this purpose. So we all know that accounting can be helpful in many arenas. So let me help you out by a quick look at the chapter. Your mind map chapter at a glance. We have to cover introduction, bookkeeping, meaning, process, users, differences, branches, economic events, objectives, changing role, and terms. So as we have to discuss about the attributes or characteristics of accounting, you were early discussing the same. So you people were on the topic of summarizing. So what is summarizing? A financial or accounting summary which sums up for company's financial activity for a specific period of time. Summarizing is like, suppose if I say that these days your family is incurring few expenses and maybe they are having a source of income. So they are keeping a record of their incomes, where their money is coming from, and then deducting all the expenses out of it. It means they are summarizing the all aspects in a single statement, and for a particular period of time, say for a month, for a quarter, for yearly basis. In accounts, our reporting time is 1 year, from January till December or from April till March. Summarizing business transactions help a company to make future plans, to grow, to increase their sales, to find out profits, and looking back also, because we have to compare. Like a very simple example at your level, we have started with our lecture and we have to recall, summarize all the things which we have done in the previous week also. So as what we are achieving, where we are lacking, we come to know. So here I am highlighting a word profit. Here we have to calculate profit. That's why we are deducting expenses from income. Income minus expenses is equals to profit. And out of this profit, for finding out this profit, we have to make profit and loss account. by summarizing data in a profit and loss account or in a profit and loss financial statement, what we can conclude, we can take out revenue. Revenue is income. We can take out cost. Cost means our expenses and expenses itself. Now there is a difference between cost and expenses. Cost is incurred for getting a benefit of a particular measurable product, and expenses are categorized for indirect nature. They are not productive. Moreover, summarizing is done to show how much money a company is earning and losing during a time period. It can be on monthly basis, quarterly basis, or annual basis. So, it helps us to know the expenses, the money the company has to pay. Okay, let us take an example of Oswin Pharmaceuticals in your own city, Amritsar. So, we people know that these days the essential shops have been opened. Not every commodity shop, but the essential shops like medicines, grocery, fruit, vegetables, they are open for helping people for keeping their daily needs in a proper manner. So, as due to some problem, I went to a medical shop, and that medical shop was Oswin Pharmaceuticals, and as the month was ending, month has been ended, this is my April has been ended now. So as the month has been ended, so they were comparing the April 2020 with April 2019. So I was looking, a person was sitting there, Ramesh, he was an accountant and he was drawing a statement to take out profit. So he was recording few items, and I want to share what he has done. So he make a statement. First of all, he write in the books of Oswin Pharmaceuticals profit and loss statement for the year ended 31st December 2019. So it's depend upon one company to another company whether they want to end it at December or in the March, or they are doing it on monthly basis. It's all their own approach depending upon the principles of accounting. So he recorded 80,000 as his sales. Interest upon income. Now what is interest upon income? Like the company has given some amount to a person as a lender, and now they are taking the interest on that amount back. Moreover, they are having some miscellaneous incomes, like these days what can be the miscellaneous incomes for medical shops these days? Sanitizers, hand gloves, and masks, because they are not sell in normal days, they are sell in just such a pandemic on. So they are making a record of their incomes. Their income was 80,740. Then they record all their expenses, what they have purchased, their rent which they have to pay for the shop, the salary and wages. Salary and wages. Okay, look there. There is a difference between word salary and wages. Salary is paid to clerical staff, administrative staff, and wages are paid to daily laborers, the one who called dihadidars. To that we pay wages, the person who work on daily basis. then printing and stationery cost, advertisement cost, electricity cost. So all costs they show, and from the total of credit side, from the total of the right side, which is called credit side, they deduct all the expenses, and their profit for that particular period was 17,780. So in this way they prepare profit and loss account. So we can say profit and loss or P&L statement is one of the three primary financial statements used to assess a company's performance, what they are doing, their position, like will they be able to continue their business, are they running in profits, the other two things being balance sheet and cash flow. So see what I am saying here. There are three parts of financial statements. First of all, what are financial statements? The statements which are used to describe the financial position of an enterprise. Now what are its three parts? P&L statement, balance sheet and cash flow. Balance sheet and cash flow we will discuss in the further videos. So all of you are learning about the attributes of accounting. Go through the PDF. We have already sent you the PDF, as you people are not having books. So we have sent you a PDF of your book pages. So we were on the topic of attributes, and you have covered identification, measurement, recording and classifying. We were on the topic of summarizing, trial balance, trading account. So trial balance is what? A statement of balances of the company's financial position. Only balances, not internal parts like rent is given, but to whom rent is given, it's not clear in trial balance. Trading account, you have done in last lecture that whatever related to production is recorded in trading account. Now profit and loss account is our today's topic which we are going through. Next part is balance sheet. So after covering the summarizing, we will go with analysis and interpretation and also communicating. Okay, now what is an attribute? An attribute is a field, an area which has information which you can use to group records for reporting, inquiry and processing. Attributes hold information about accounting units or accounts for journal ledger, inventory control, etc. So what is an attribute? An attribute describes a system, a part of the main, that is accounting. How you can express accounting, that is its attribute. What information you can give through accounting is known as its attribute or characteristics. So what we can conclude here, like we were discussing the example of Osman Pharmaceuticals, you have seen in their profit and loss account, first of all, what we record gross profit. You people have done trading account. From trading account, what profit is received to the company is taken further in the profit and loss account. Then in profit and loss account, they record the business expenses, incomes which are indirect, which are not related to goods. Means they are not productive expenses, they are expenses related to make the production successful, and the process after production requires whatever expenses are recorded in profit and loss account. The expenses of profit and loss account are administrative expenses, finance expenses, depreciation, selling and distribution expenses. Expenses which are not recorded in trading account are recorded in profit and loss account. So, we will learn about the expenses in further details. Basic equation on which a profit and loss statement is based is revenue minus expenses. So if you want to calculate profit, what is our formula? We will deduct our expenses from our incomes. Revenue is income. Whatever income you receive, you deduct your expenses out of it and you get profit. All companies need to generate revenue to stay in business. Every businessman, why he needs profit? Because he needs to be in business. Because unless there are profits, they are not able to survive and grow in business. Revenues are used. So why do they need revenue? Because revenues are used to pay expenses, to pay interest on loans, debt. So I have written a word here, debt. Debt means loans, and taxes owed to the government. The profit and loss statement shows a company's ability to generate sales, manage all expenses and create profits. So this is the advantage of making a profit and loss account or statement, to show a company's ability, that how company can sell, to what extent they can maximize their turnover. Turnover means sales, manage their expenses and create profits. Profit and loss account is also called income statement. Let us, as we have already gone through the example of Osfin Pharmaceuticals in Amritsar, we have recorded their financial statements, and from their financial statements we come to know that they were having a profit of about 18,000. By recording their incomes, we deducted all the expenses and then we get a particular amount which is known as profit. So, we have to do financial statements. Now, financial statements are of two types. One is income statement, another is position statement. Today we are going through income statement. Income statement is of two parts: trading account, profit and loss account. Trading account you have already done, which is used to record productive expenses and productive incomes. Productive incomes are sales and our stock. Two items are there, just one is stock and other is your sales. Stock and sales is your productive income, out of which you deduct all your expenses and you get gross profit. But by preparing profit and loss account, we get net profit, because out of the gross profit from the productive profit, we are deducting all our expenses and then we are getting net profit. When we will be able to complete our profit and loss account, we shift to the position statement, that the business is on what position? That is balance sheet, position of assets and liabilities. What is an asset? The whatever company owes for further running of business is called an asset. Asset is what you possess, what you have ownership of. Like you live in your home, that is your asset. You have a car, that is your asset, right? Then liabilities. Liabilities are the amount which you have to pay to others. For example, if I have taken a loan of 20,000 from my friend, so that is my liability. So I will keep a record of assets and liabilities in a balance sheet. So now by as we have discussed the profit and loss of a company. So whenever you draw accounts, our profit and loss account has the following amounts as the following headings, which we will discuss one by one. On the left side we write DR. DR stands for debit. On the right side we write CR. CR stands for credit. Debit means which you have paid and credit is which you have received. So on credit side, first of all, the gross profit is written. Gross profit is profit out of trading account. Whatever profit you receive from trading account, you bring it here in profit and loss account. We'll record other incomes also like discount. If received, you have purchased something, you receive a discount, that is your income. Commission you have received, then it is again your income. Non-trading incomes like bank interest, rent of property let out, dividend from shares. Now we know stock market, we invest in companies in the form of share. We buy the part of capital, we become a member of a company by buying their shares, and we buy shares, so company give us interest which is known as dividend. Then next is abnormal gains, like if you have sold a machinery, if you have sold an investment, like I have purchased shares, now I am selling those shares, so whatever profit I am earning, I am recording in profit and loss account. Now after recording all the incomes, we will make a record of expenses. So if we have profit, we record it on credit side. If we have loss, suppose in your trading account loss is there, your production expenses are more than your production incomes, then there is a loss and we will record loss on left side, that is debit side. First of all, we record management expenses, managerial expenses or administrative expenses. These are also called administrative expenses like salaries, office rent, printing, stationery, telephone charges, postage and telegram, insurance, audit fees. Audit fees is accountant prepare accounts, auditor checks it. A senior accountant checks it and he takes fees for that. Legal charges, electricity charges. These are the expenses paid by managerial expenses. Next is your maintenance expenses. For maintaining the business, you are repairing and depreciation. Okay, word is there? Depreciation. Now depreciation is wear and tear of a commodity. Suppose in your porch a car is there. Look at your home, many assets you are having. The day you purchase a car, may it cost you about 6 lakhs. After a day, will it be having the same value? Yes or no? No, it's not having the same value. That reduce in value is called depreciation. Fine. Reduce in the value of an asset due to its use is called depreciation. Other expenses are selling expenses. First is carriage outward. Carriage is kiraya, freight, outward. Now you have to sell your commodities to your customer. You will get it transported and that transport charges is carriage outward. Outward is you are selling your goods out of your company. Next is advertisement expenses. These days promotion is very necessary and every company bears advertisement charges. Selling commission, if you have hired a salesperson in between you and the ultimate consumer. Next is financial expenses. bank charges. Like you have deposited a check in bank, check get bounced. The person is not able to pay you. Check is bounced. The check does not get clear. In that case, bank charged you something. Next is interest on loan. If you have taken money from a person or from bank, you are paying them interest, that is interest on loan. So in profit and loss account, we record management expenses, maintenance expenses, selling expenses, financial expenses. From the list of incomes, when we deduct all the expenses, we get net profit. And if expenses are more, then we'll be getting net loss. So, profit and loss account is prepared to find out net profit. It is calculated by deducting other expenses from gross profit. Okay, now these profit and loss account, the trading account, the balance sheet, these days, they are used in softwares also. Project Management Information System, PMIS, they are used as a system, information system to depict scope, quality, cost, time, benefits and technology upgradation. So to meet all these, PMIS is designed and these statements are prepared in the same software. Profit and loss account is completed after the trading account. It shows the net profit after all expenses and overheads. Overheads is another synonym for your expenses incurred. Generally, overhead is used for production. It starts with gross profit from trading account. It then lists any items of additional revenue raised by the business as well as any expenses incurred by the business. So we record revenue as well as expenses not directly related. We record indirect expenses. It shows net profit or loss for the reporting period. Our reporting period is 1 year, from January to December or from April to March. So what we have concluded here, net profit is equals to gross profit minus expenses and overheads. Hope the concept is clear to all of you. Do refer the given link for better clarity of the concept. Go through the PDF file, read it properly, go through the explanation, and then you are able to answer the questions. Based on today's discussion, just tell me, was this year's profit result good or bad for Oswin Pharmaceuticals? Has the profit figure shows a scope of improvement? Are they making efficient use of their stock? Other than these questions, do answer the questions given in the SNAP homework. To answer the questions, take the help of the school links, the reference links, your PDF files, and you will be able to attempt in a easy manner. Thank you.